Another day, another Chevrolet. What are we dealing with here? This is a 2021 Chevy. Another shop sent it here. No horn. And service four-wheel drive, apparently. Saw that when I pulled it in. Yep, service four-wheel drive. Nothing lit up here. They said they did an actuator on it. And, still has the issue, apparently. So let's do the first thing first. Okay, no horn there. We got lights flashing like we're in panic mode, and no horn there. Oops, yeah, so lights are flashing up there, so we're in panic mode. Okay, so that tells us we have a real horn problem. Let's check that first real quick. The shop that looked at it says the horn has good power and ground. Seriously? If that's the case, if this horn indeed does have good, power and ground, come on, you dummy. If that's the case, I don't mean to call you a dummy, but if you can't figure it out from there, you're a dummy. If it has power and ground, what's wrong with it? The horn! Alright? Time to close up shop. Usually don't talk crap about shops, but by golly, if you got that far and you can't fix it, it's probably time to find a different occupation. With that being said, I'm hoping that I was just fed some wrong information and that is not the case. I don't even know where the horn is. Let me look in some service info. Let's find out where the horn lives, how the horn works. Do we just have, is it a fuse system, circuit breaker, one horn, two horn, three horns, no horn? I think we fixed a horn on one of these Chevys once, didn't we? A newer Denali. I think it was behind the bumper. That one had a corroded connector, and that was a fairly late model GM too, if I remember right. Let's pop this little guy off here. It looks like the horns, they look like they're right here, right below this little plastic piece here. So we're gonna take and pull all these little clips out. They don't look like they've been removed before, so that's kind of strange. They're very dusty, dirty, everything doesn't look like it's been touched. And more often than not, when people pull these out, they really booger them up. Or you can see where there was a screwdriver mark or something, or somebody's handprints over this, or the dust is gone, but we'll find out. Now the actuator on these Chevys, the four-wheel drive actuator, pretty failure prone component. Usually we see them failing often. And the thing is with those, there is a once you put them in, you got to recalibrate them. So I'm curious what code we pull out of that, but we're going to check this horn real quick first and see. Maybe they got the actuator right, but they didn't know they had to, recalibrate it. That would be easy. There's an incremental position sensor on the transfer case as well on these GMs, and they're failure prone. They get all rotted. This is a 21, so it's 5 years old, so it's half life right now. I haven't seen too many of the newer GMs doing that yet. Okay, we'll stick those there. Now we're gonna pull that extension off. Looks like Torx bits, perhaps. T15 on these little guys. Pull out. There we are. We'll stick them in our cup. Stick that on our bench. Pull that out there. Bada bing, bada boom. Our horns are right here. Okay. Do we indeed have the proper power and ground as the other shop states? I'm kind of doubting it. I'm really hoping that it's not the case. Sorry about the fan running, but it is hot as a son of a gun in here today. Well, has been. It's summertime. I want to look here on a wiring diagram. I got to see what size fuse runs this thing before we go stuff a test light in there. Okay, she's a 15 amp circuit, horn relay, pretty standard stuff, body control module. Okay, I just want to make sure I grabbed us a heavy duty test light. I'm going to unplug this little guy. or not. I think it's a red lock tab. It's on the back side where you can't see it. I got a better idea. These are not grounded through the bracket, so this won't disrupt our test, the results there. And you can't pull it out. There we go. So you unplug it. Okay, so yeah, it does have a red lock tab on the back. Doesn't look like anybody's ever touched it. Okay, there we go. Got that out of the way. Let's probe into our connector here. Get this where I can see and just see what we're missing here. We're missing power, we're missing ground. I'll tell you right now, the connector is all corroded. So everything here should work. It's just a matter of corrosion. I even have my glasses on and I can see that. Okay, there's that. There's our test light. Let's hit the panic button. We're panicking. Why doesn't panic mode stay on? Okay, panic mode is staying on. Okay, so there's that. No test light. Let's stay in the power side. Nope, let's not, because we got a broken wire right there. Broken wire right there. And corroded on the other connector. So both terminals are severely corroded and the power wire there is busted. Okay, yeehaw, good job, other shot. What's the inside of the horn look like? Yep, all they had to do is simply unplug it and you could see, you know, that those pins are obviously corroded. This guy needs a new set of horns and obviously a new connector. I don't know if you guys can see that broken wire down there. Let's enhance, 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 unenhance, unenhance. Okay. All you gotta do is take 5 minutes to diagnose it and you'll be on your way. I say, hey, there's that. Let's put the nut back on. Let's grab a scan tool, find out what's going on with the four-wheel drive, and then we'll order the parts from Chevy. And we'll move on with our life. Horn connector, check. Alright, let's go to Diagnostics, Chevrolet. Move this laptop out of the way. Hit OK there. We'll let her just do a full system scan. See what we're dealing with. I put the plastic stuff back on. You don't want to accidentally close the hood and forget that little guy. Let's see where we're at here. I don't know why that fan sounds so loud on camera. It's not that loud IRL. Are we missing some stuff? Only 14 codes and only 15 modules. Alright, brake pad wear, all that stuff there. Let's see, body module. Nope, transfer case, range, actuator position not learned. Come on, man. Control module long-term memory performance. That I'm not familiar with. But let's go into the transfer case module here. Transfer case module version. I don't know. Let's see. Special test. Special functions. Range actuator to learn. I think we have to have it neutral. Maybe foot on the brake. It'll tell us it should. Blah blah blah, no parameters, complete successfully. Alright, let's hit continue. Conditions not met. Okay, we need to have all these conditions met. Shift into neutral. Let's go inside and do that. Okay, what are we dealing with here? Tranny, neutral, check. Run past, parking brake must be applied. So this is New York State. Do not. Oh, this is electric. Hang on. Parking brake applied. Parking brake must. Oh. Okay, here we go. Learn. Usually you'll hear it down there doing the hokey pokey. I can hear it doing stuff. Engineering data 2, learn. Are we done? I didn't see any confirmation, but I don't hear anything. So let's go back here. What we'll do is we'll go back into the trouble codes. DTC display. This ignition cycle passed. Okay, let's do this. Let's clear the codes out and see if that long-term memory code comes back. Erase codes again because it's a Chevy. Why is this doing what it's doing? Let me just cycle the key here for a second. Get our park and brake actuator shut off. Park and brake released. Let's see here. Do we have starter up here? Hit OK. Base model here. Let's see. Says we're in two-wheel drive. Didn't say that before. We had an X on there. No, I'm not showing you guys that. All it says is hood open. Let me back out of here for a second. Let's see. Let's do. Just gonna do a quick erase here. Get rid of all of his old brake pad codes and stuff here. Okay, transfer case control module, we still have one code. Okay, let's see what we have. Control module long-term memory performance. This ignition failed. Mill not requested, but I don't believe we have any function. So let's do this. Let's hop into service data here. So in case you don't know this, on Altel, bottom left-hand corner of your screen, push and hold the VIN button, and it copies your VIN for you. So if you're in service info, you can just kind of pop back and forth there, you know, and grab your VIN. Okay, so we're gonna go service manual. Now I don't remember much of anything. I don't remember our code. Holy crap, dude. It is a P062F. Okay, so let's do this. Let's go in here. Let's see what our code definition is. Let's get our code correct here. P062F. And we'll find that on here after we get done with the spinning wheel of death. That was our code, correct? My memory's pretty short. P062F. Obviously Mitchell is screwing up here. Okay, condition for setting, transfer case control module internal malfunction. That sucks. Let's see here. Conditions for running, key has to be on. Don't worry about the spinning wheel of death. That's a Mitchell thing. The only way to do it is just refresh your browser, you know, turn it off, turn it back on. Actions taken. Transfer case control module disabled. Conditions for clearing. Code no longer sets. Reference information. There's, you know, that. Repair instructions. Perform diagnostic repair verification. Control module circuit verification. Here comes Miss Bill. We're recording, so don't start swearing.
Do you have time to read a code? Or
I absolutely do not. Is Monday, it a normal customer?
She could come back Monday, she said.
Okay, yeah. I mean, you see the parking lot, right? Huh?
What?
You see the parking lot, right? I'm up to my eyeballs. I'm busy today. See who, oh, okay, I see who it is. That'll be fine. Just the EVAP code anyways, I'm sure. 62F not set. Replace transfer case control module. So turn ignition on, vehicle in service mode, verify P062F is not set. If the DTC is set, replace the transfer case control module. Go to the next step if the DTC is not set. So cut and dry, some kind of internal control module fault. All right, stand by. Had to help Josh there for a second, and just wanted to do a little more poking through service info instead of just our quick glance. It is what it is, folks. At the end of the day, they put a transfer case shift motor on it for whatever reason, because probably that's what Google told them to do, and never did the relearn on it, which we saw. You know, went through a relearn. Now we've got the two-wheel drive display on the dash, and you know, that's good. According to service info and what I'm reading, it needs transfer case module. There's some kind of internal error, but that's the problem when we went from the lever sticking out of the floor that worked so long as you had arms or a leg or a mouth or something to move the lever with, to you know, fully electronic controlled. But that's where we live in. It's nothing new. I mean, GM has done that since the 90s, and most manufacturers have. So I mean, we're talking 40 years of electronic four-wheel drives that we've had, or more. Just shooting from the hip here. Yeah, it is what it is. Horn connector, control module. I don't know if we'll get the job or if it'll go back to the other shop or not. I would assume we would get the job, but we often don't. So let me see what this customer wants to do. We'll end this video here, and if I do get the job on it where we do the module, the programming, the horn, the connector, I certainly will bring you folks along. But otherwise, just rest assured that's that. And that's not that, though, because I need to see your comment in the comment section. I need you to find us on the Insta and the Facebook. And just remember, viewers, if I can do it, you can do it. Thanks for watching.